Welcome, everybody. This is Abacus Fish, and we are playing Old School Essentials via Roll20 Hexcrawl Adventures. I'm joined by three players. We have Hallie,
Hello.
we have Brian,
Hi, I'm Brian.
and creator of the antagonist RPG, James Somerton.
Ahoy!
All right, so for the viewers at home who may not be aware what a hexcrawl is basically open world. I have settings, I have dungeons, I have monsters and treasures and towns and all sorts of stuff that the players can explore. But the one thing I don't have is control over where the players go. And it's kind of up to the players and for story purposes, their characters to decide. And with that being said, let's meet some of these characters. Hallie, why don't you tell us about Ficus?
Ficus.
Ficus.
Uh Ficus Bearwallow. He's a halfling. But compared to other halflings, he looks very, a little slim, kind of wiry and dirty. Um he has green eyes and very round face. That's tan and ruddy. He has black or brown hair and beard, prematurely graying, and then he has a big hairy mole on his forehead. He looks kind of wild, and people tend to avoid him. He talks to himself, and he doesn't smell great.
All right. Brian, why don't you tell us about Pedor?
Okay, so Peter Bearwallow, same family as Ficus. I think we're probably cousins, or something. And so Peter is a barely functioning alcoholic. Perhaps he functions in that he actually does stuff more when he's drunk. I wouldn't say that's really functional, the things he does, but he definitely gets braver. He's mainly motivated by, getting some more swill. And yeah, he's got messy hair, and he's just wears disheveled clothing. Let's see, his last outfit he accidentally burnt off, and so he's wearing clothes that are two sizes from him, from like his uncle or something right now. And he's thinking about gold. Like uh, somebody said that the Kraken was just killed, and there was a lot of gold down there, and he wants to just bury his hands in it.
You
And
don't want that gold; it's dirty. Don't
and
go down there.
who
Clean it.
who could have possibly said that the Kraken was killed? But Guilford the Grand. James, why don't you tell us about Guilford?
Guilford the Grand, by his own admission, is a hero for the people that has uh, surpassed all tales of previous heroes. By observation, he doesn't appear quite as spectacular as he says. He's kind of a tall, skinny guy with kind of messy brown hair, and also wears somewhat disheveled clothing, uh, and can be seen a lot of the time regaling people with his wisdom around the encampment that we have been stuck in. The refugee camp, is it?
Yeah, though this isn't necessarily a place you've been stuck in. You chose this site. This isn't your initial landing site.
Right. Oh, okay. So he tends to be around camp a lot, and he will help out verbally with all sorts of problems people need. He tends to be a little too busy to lend a physical hand, but recently, due to running out of coins, he has started to take up adventure.
Oh yeah, and
Okay.
Guilford and Bear and my character are buddies.
That is true. Yeah, we get along fabulously because I sense the heroism in the character's name that I am trying to remember. Hecor. Hedor. Hedor? Hedor? Edie? You gonna correct me, or am I just gonna name all of the names that could possibly be your spelling?
Oh, Pedor.
Okay, thank you.
Ed Pedor. Pedor.
All right. So let me set the scene. It is Primity, the first of Florial, year 7932 of Cogsgrove. A foothold has been made. The first successful counterattack has manifested by the actions of the vagabonds of the North Shore. Even though House Dugney has lost their banner at Nurton, they haven't given up hope. Inspired by the efforts of these supposed refugees, the bannermen and guards of House Dugney now plan to retake Nurton. Around the campfire, where you guys are, it is morning. And there are some notable figures that are around. There is Jonathan Fairlight. He is a black guy with a tall, athletic build in his mid-30s, has short black hair, a trim goatee, friendly brown eyes, and wears a wool cap, poncho, and rugged leather boots. He's having a conversation with Vothug. Vothug is a green guy with hulking muscles, except for a beer gut, and stands nearly 7 feet tall. Has no hair, solid black eyes that glow red in darkness, pointy ears, shark teeth, and he wears a hooded robe and cloak so the sunlight doesn't bother him. So they've been talking in Orcish. This is something that has developed in the last couple days. Is something that Jonathan's actually picked up on. But, Jonathan Fairlight being this supposed traveling merchant, him picking up languages seems to be in his wheelhouse. There is also Orntish. Orntish is a white girl of average height, standing with a gracefully lean physique in her mid-30s, has beyond shoulder-length brown hair, piercing blue eyes, and dresses like a nobleman with a finely made lawn tunic, lawn garb coat, puffy trousers, and knee-high leather boots with matching gloves. Currently, she has stopped pacing around the camp asking to go back to the Kraken.
Good.
Yeah, she seems more interested in lately what's going on since she took that trip with you towards Nurton. But she still stares daggers at you, Peter, whenever she gets a chance, because, you and her haven't gotten... Yeah, you guys kind of got on the wrong foot. But
No, it was the right foot for me.
Oh, okay.
She's jealous that you can cast Fireball better than she can.
I can cast Fireball?
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, for the audience and perhaps for Hallie, the reason why Orntish is, casting daggers my direction is because Orntish was like, hey, she just showed up at our camp and was like, you guys are camped on top of there's a Kraken down there, and I want to see it. And I was like, oh, why? And she's like, oh, because there's a lot of money down there. And I'm like, so this money is on top of is under our camp. It's our money. And she's like, well, but I can have some. And I was like, no, you can't. If you want to see the Kraken and the money, you got to pay us. And she was like, I hate you. And then I was like, I told everybody in the camp, like everybody in our little village, like Orntish is bad and she wants our money, you guys. But she's apparently my propaganda didn't stick and she's still around.
Yep.
But we keep her around to keep an eye on her. Thanks to your warnings.
Good idea. Good.
Yep. Yes, you've also discovered that Orntish is indeed a mage.
Yeah.
And so there's also Airspec Half Giant. He's a white guy, a bit shorter than average in his mid-40s, has shaggy brown hair with matching bushy mustache, tired gray eyes, and wears a wool cap with a thick tunic and rugged leather boots. Since for the past couple days, he's always been the nervous half giant. He's always the one, always worrying about what everything else is going on. Like, he was the guy who's like, the sky is falling when the Atoll Grove was starting to get colder and colder. He was definitely one of the first to be like, all is over, we're doomed, kind of thing. And again, just like he was at Atoll Grove, he's here just kind of like wringing his hands, walking around camp, anxious about this whole undead situation.
Oh, there's an undead situation.
Yeah, someone explain that to.
Well, so actually, I just introduced. Oh yeah, also there is the strange knight. Wears a helmet fashioned into an Easter cap in time for Easter. Uh, it covers her face with a mask. She is, despite never seeing any part of her body, you do now know that she is a woman because when she got stabbed twice now, she's let out a scream of pain. But yeah, she wears plate armor that has a moon-shaped ornamentation around the joints and is covered by a purple tabard with a white crescent moon.
Yeah,
She's meditating. Oh, there's also your cousins, the twins, Nathan and Ethan Bearwallow.
uh-huh.
Yep, they're average height for a halfling, but a bit scrawny and looking to be in their early 20s, both clean-shaven, have mischievous brown eyes and medium-length, naturally curly brown hair, but Nathan combs his curly hair straight into a ponytail. They both wear tunics with vests, trousers, but no shoes. And they are arguing over the rules of Quibbly Nibs, like usual.
Yeah. So the mysterious knight is hated by the people of Berrypont for some reason. We don't know. The guard. Whenever the guards see her, they're like, "You there!" and try to arrest her and shit. So there's that. Oh, and to describe my knowledge of to Hallie, my or to Ficus, my knowledge of what's going on with the undead thing was that there's some lich wandering around who's growing an army of undead skeletons, and they've recently like I think they have something to do with these like these trees, these poisonous trees around, and they've recently been hordes building up near Nurton.
Are they
Or-
turning trees poisonous?
No, the trees are. It's these special trees.
The
I
blight
think they're
trees.
growing.
They're
Yeah.
called blight trees.
Blight trees. Yeah, they're a
Ooh.
specific kind of blight tree. Kind of blight tree,
Like
and
an evil, unnatural tree?
yeah, and
Because Ficus would fucking, sorry, I hate that.
Yeah, they look like twisted, like very gnarly looking twisted acacia.
yeah. But I think the undead have taken over Nurton. Is that what you were saying, right?
The story goes with Nurton, a blight tree grew in its well 2 months ago in Pluvius.
Ooh.
Well, now 3 months ago, because you guys are now in Florial. Last month was Germinal, and then 2 months before Germinal was Pluvius.
Okay. What time of year is this?
It is like April. It's like around
Okay.
now.
So are we like a traveling camp?
My understanding is that no, we started out. So check out in the chat, the text chat of this voice channel. I made a player's map that is that's basically the world map so far as we've been able to see it. And we're on the coast, and we were on like the northern side of the coast of this. Perhaps we're on the peninsula or something. There's ocean to the north, to the northwest, and to the west. And we were camped on the north beach, and now we moved to this northwest settlement. And
Here,
yeah,
I'll swap you guys to the overworld so you can paint it in real time. Here we go.
Cool.
Whoop.
I think Ficus he brought some mushrooms with him from the islands, and he's just run out. So like he has no idea what's been going on because he's just been enjoying his stash
Right.
of those local island mushrooms. But he doesn't have any more. So now he's like, what's going on? Cousin, help me.
Yeah.
Wait. Does that include the 11 days it took to sail here from Atoll Grove? Because that would be one legendary trip. Like,
Probably not, because he was probably like too focused on hiding his one squirrel that he was able to take, Tomas. Um, he wanted to take all of his squirrels, of course, but like, the elders were not. They were not going to give up space and food to squirrels.
Only one squirrel.
So he was probably just being hyper vigilant, like hiding Tomas in his overalls or whatever.
Squirrels are an invasive species in this place. They're going to be overrunning the place if Tomas gets free.
Well, I've been thinking he really needs a mate. Time for Tomas to expand his family. I haven't seen any squirrels since we got here.
Yeah, I think Peter would suggest that maybe we go investigate the woods and try to find some squirrels.
And mushrooms.
And mushrooms. Yeah.
Yep. She's out of mushrooms too, or ficuses.
Where are
Yeah,
the?
I gotta learn the local flora and fauna.
By tasting it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where are the nearest woods on this player map? Is it the dark green? Is that foresty area?
yes, dark green is foresty. Directly.
Also, there's pictures of white trees. That looks like a forest.
I think those are blight trees, my friend.
Those are blight trees.
There could be blight squirrels, but we don't want those.
I mean, you don't want those.
I mean, no. Well,
if there were blight squirrels, we would be morally obligated to purify them and turn them back into good, normal squirrels.
I think you're either a blight squirrel or you're a dead squirrel, and there's no other option.
You're a madman. Now, okay. First, before we go gallivanting off into the the forest, I want to. My character's been on a bender because the last session that I was in. Let's see, who was it? It was.
Oh yeah, you got a bunch of wine, didn't you?
Yeah.
It was a lot too.
What was it? Brock Half Giant or something. He was like, "Oh ho," or I can't remember who it was.
Zonrot? Was it Zonrot?
Zonrot, yeah, or something. He was like, "Here, stop complaining. Have all this money. Have like a bunch of money for wine." And I was like, "Okay." So anyway, that's probably what my character's been about, gone. And I think he's coming off of a bender now. So I missed this whole killing the squid.
Yeah, we went down and we fought the squid in a great encounter, and we drove it into the depths where it shall never return. But you should probably not check on that.
Okay. Yeah. So Peter gets up and is like, "Oh, well, we gotta get that gold in," and I'm rubbing my eyes and heading for the stairwell that goes down into the I grab a big bag.
No, Peter. The gold is dirty. You don't want that gold.
We
We'll
can
go get other gold.
I stop and
A
stare.
little dirt never hurt anyone.
I stare at Guilford and say, "You expect me to not get gold because it's dirty? Because it's dirty? No." And I turn and head down for the stairs.
Quick correction here. It's not. Oh, I guess we can go back to that map. Boop. It's not a stairwell. What it is it's a hole, and Like what was like a walkway has been destroyed. There used to actually be more open, but other players have pushed a rock over it, so there's just that very small opening. But
Okay.
Like,
those
how
aren't
small?
stairs. That's like part. I think that's part of a broken fence. I believe, yeah, or a broken cover.
Okay. So how do you get down there? Do you use like a rope or
Rope.
something?
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
and it's like a 10-foot drop.
Okay. I go, Ficus. Ficus, you've been staring at the sky for the last several days. Come get some gold. We've got plenty of gold down here. Come on.
Oh. Okay, but there
All
might be
right,
another
cousin.
kraken
Another
above
kraken.
and beyond the one that I slew.
What's a
Okay.
kraken?
What's a kraken?
Hallie knows what a kraken is, but
Yeah.
I don't think Ficus does.
Right. I say a kraken is a giant, very big squid about the size of our village. And there's another one?
Yep. I mean, they come in mated pairs. All good
Oh.
sea dwellers know that.
Why didn't you kill the other one?
It was hibernating.
Okay.
But April is the time for hibernating kraken to wake up and cause havoc. So might be careful down there. Getting your dirty gold.
Okay, how about this? We get Orntish to go down and tell us whether or not there's a kraken.
I can only get behind that plan. It is brilliantly thought out.
Ficus, shall we get Orntish is a bad person.
Oh, what'd they do?
They want to steal all of our gold. They
Oh.
hang around our
People-
camp like
Even though it's dirty?
she's a very dirty wizard, and she hangs around our camp like a barnacle on the flank of a kraken, and is just waiting for the chance to go grab all the dirty gold. That's our dirty gold. That perhaps
Then why would you send her down there? She's gonna
Because-
grab it.
if she comes up with a lot of gold in her hands, we throw a rock on her. But if she doesn't come up, then we know that there's still a kraken down there. And then,
Or she found another way out.
well,
Mm.
we didn't see
Listen,
another.
I know someone who can tell when someone has good or bad intentions. I can put her to the test.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Yeah, Ficus was telling me about her friend.
Is your friend named Amanita Muscaria?
No.
Oh.
I mean that would be great too, but I don't have any of that right now. Listen. Let's go talk to her. Let's go talk to her.
Your friend? Okay.
No, to this lady that you don't like.
No. We talked to your friend.
Well, my friend will come.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I'm agreeing to go with Ficus and talk to Orntish with this mysterious friend.
So Orntish is actually seeming to be in the middle of some kind of thing with the mysterious knight. She's yelling at the mysterious knight to stop. You're going to get yourself killed. You got really injured that last time. Okay, we get it. You're a zealot. But are you really just going to go back out there and die? The rest of the camp isn't even going to be marching out with you right now. And as you guys are walking up to her, she looks at both of you and goes, well, maybe you can talk to her. But she's going to get herself killed.
I don't want to talk to her. She just never stops talking. Just
Never stop
on and
shutting
on and
up.
on. Yeah.
Talk to the
I want to
Silent
talk
Night.
to everyone.
I had a wonderful conversation with that brush over there.
Guys, don't you? I mean, look, she's gonna go back out towards Nurton, and she's gonna
Oh.
die.
Okay, well, we want to talk to you, Orntish.
But please, I can't watch this. And while this is talking, the mysterious knight is getting the saddlebags ready. And you notice that as she kind of walks from, like, she's favoring one side, she kind of loads one saddlebag and she drops it as she winces in pain a little bit. And then when she goes to pick it up, she's like also wincing in pain. It's like, seriously, you're going to ride in that condition? Like, Orntish is, still berating her.
I'm like watching the Silent Night and kind of swaying on my feet and like squinting against the sun and the surfy wind and I'm just like, alas, goodbye, Silent Night. We hardly knew ye.
Unfortunately, Pedor, I must confess, as one of the greatest heroes of this realm, I can't see our friend off so injured, so unable to care for herself. I will go forth and protect her in her journey.
But where's she going?
Probably someplace with mushrooms, I'm just saying, in case that matters to anyone.
Orntish is looking. Orntish is looking at the three of you like, what the heck is going on?
Okay, listen. It's time for the assessment, okay? And Ficus walks up to Orntish and he's like, someone would like to meet you. And he opens his shirt and a fat gray squirrel pops out. And Ficus says, Tomas, assess. And he holds he like hoists the squirrel out in his hands towards Orntish. See how Tomas feels about. Is Orntish a man or a woman?
Orntish is a woman.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you hold out the squirrel. Orntish kind of raises an eyebrow and is taken a little aback by this weird encounter. But then the squirrel, looks up, kind of puts his little paws up like he's praying, and then kind of wiggles them a little bit, and then scratches the side of his face, looks off into the distance as if lost in thought or contemplating something, then goes back to looking at Orntish, looking her up and down, and then turns towards you and gives you a nod.
This one's good, cousin. You're mistaken. Orntish is great.
I don't trust a squirrel. Why should I put the village's well-being in the hands of a squirrel? Come, cousin, you've been imbibing too much in the mushrooms.
You know what I experienced when I was a lad. And the squirrels have guided me ever since, and they've never steered me wrong.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, I'm still going to keep an eye on this person.
Okay. So the mysterious knight is like after a couple of attempts, finally she hoists herself up on the horse and begins riding out. Orntish, looking around confused, decides to grab Lucky and start saddling Lucky up.
Okay, I will follow, I guess.
Oh,
yeah, let's
crap.
go.
They're
off on an adventure. Let's go.
What? Okay. And I'm just like running alongside.
We're going yonder, where we always go.
Okay. So to that barricade or something? We always go
yonder.
There. Skeletons.
There are sometimes skeletons yonder.
Every time. There's a barricade and skeletons.
Skeletons means death and decay, which means mushrooms.
Okay, come on, Ficus. We'll go find some mushrooms. Perhaps these guys can kill the bad guys around us while we collect the mushrooms. All right, so yeah, we're following.
Okay. Yep. Just as you thought, the knight, who is riding a little bit slower, and Orntish is right behind her, also on horseback.
Do we have horses or donkeys or ponies?
Orntish is riding our
at our
one horse.
disposal?
Yeah, though they're I mean, maybe if you're nice to Orntish, he could let you, because like you guys are halflings, it'd be just as easy to like fit one of you on there.
Nope. I'm on foot,
Okay.
stumbling along, panting.
Ficus is loving, like, being outside of the camp. He's what's the climate like around here? Like, what kind of environment are we in?
It is temperate. And yeah, so if you look at the physical map, the beige have no vegetation. The sickly green has like very sparse, maybe like one tree. Oh, each circle is a square half mile.
About
Okay.
10 minutes of travel.
10 minutes of travel, yeah. So, yeah, there might
And
be.
we're at
Oh, you are right here.
New settlement.
New
Wait.
Settlement.
Oh,
Okay.
let me make sure you can see my peens. Hold on. There. Yeah. There you are.
Cool. Wait, I think in roll 20. So I'm looking at the. Brian sent me the Google Doc of the world map, and then in roll 20, I see the what I assume is camp.
Yeah, so the the player document, I labeled our camp as New Settlement. It's on the northwest coast, and
Yeah.
it doesn't have an icon of a campfire. That campfire icon is our old camp. It
Yeah,
has an icon of like a ruin.
Yeah, you guys moved into ruins.
Nice.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay.
So I'm
So this
like,
is like rocky coastline.
oh yeah, good.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Oh, yeah. The other thing is each M is 250 feet of elevation. So those 4 M's, those are mountains by definition.
So
Mm.
I'd be shouting ahead like, where are we going? Silent Night, speak!
Has anyone ever given this knight like a quill and some parchment?
Orntish turns to
Maybe
you
she writes
and
something.
no, Orntish turns to you and says, "I've tried. She refuses."
Huh.
Communicating
Maybe it's like a vow.
a vow of poor communication.
I've heard of it. Yeah. I think our uncle Delvin, I think he took that one.
Oh yeah, he just grunts and farts. That's more than the Silent Night does, though.
The Silent Knight must fart. I mean, it has to happen. It's just that armor must be muffling the sound.
The silent but deadly night.
Anyway, you guys eventually, yeah, so just as you presumed, Pedor, you're right. She's going back towards the checkpoint. though. Actually, I will say this. I'll keep you on that map for just a little bit longer, just to say you guys are approaching. You notice on the way to the border, basically like the hex. You see that red line is where that barrier is?
Yeah.
You're kind of like on the other side of the hex, like here. But you can see a banner raised at that barrier. Something you didn't see before. And let me tell you what that banner is. Oh, by the way, yeah, I guess I'll also read up the other ones. When you passed this settlement over here, that's Maurice's Reach.
Maurice's Reach? Yeah.
That had a banner raised. It was a herald that is red with a gold trim that depicts a jeweled chalice pouring water onto a rosebush. You know that is House Vargas. You've had some dealings with them. When you guys passed Berry Pont, that's a bigger city, right here. That had herald. It was blue with a green trim depicting a river flowing over a rock. That's River Cobb. You know that this is where the Lord Protectorate, Otis Rivercobb, he's basically the head knight. That is his holding. But then,
And
as you could,
Dugny, the leader of Nurton's hiding there?
well, so yes, when you approach this barrier, you for the first time see a herald, and it is green with a black trim, depicting a sword with tulips weaved around the handle.
Who's that?
So last session when you went into that bar and you said, "Hey, we fixed or we fought off some skeletons. Somebody should go over there and build a base."
Oh,
Yeah. A lot of those knights were wearing that tabard. Or sorry, not knights, soldiers.
Okay, so they're friends with Barry Pont.
You saw, yes, they seem to be on friendly enough terms for those wearing that tabard to walk into the city walls.
Say again, who was the leader of Morris's Reach? That name?
That is Vargas.
Okay.
So yes, you are approaching that. Something you mentioned earlier, Brian, about the mysterious knight. Maybe that'll come back to you here.
Oh, how the mysterious knight is apparently wanted by the people of. Because last time we were hanging out by this barrier, or it wasn't last time. It was like the first. It was the second of the 3 times we've been hanging out at the barrier. These soldiers from Berry Pont. Let me see. Yeah, they came up and they were like, "Oh, look, it's that knight. You're under arrest. You're all under arrest." And then we had to, mess with their heads and
yeah, Zonrot cast sleep spell.
Yeah, on them, and then we woke them up and told them to go do something useful. And yeah. So anyway, we're walking around with a fugitive. I mean, have on this journey, have I gotten somebody to explain where it is we're going? Like maybe Orntish knows.
Yeah, Orntish, basically right when you get to this point and you see the banner up above the barricade, Orntish points towards the banner and says, "I think we're heading there."
To the barricade?
Yeah. Because, just like you, right, Orntish is following the Mysterious Knight's lead, and, she's not talking.
Okay. All right, yeah. I guess I'm just following at this point. Feeling a little bit of dread.
Okay.
I'm scanning the environment around, looking for like, a copse of trees. Where's the wildlife at? but also just following along.
Okay, yeah, it is kind of the thing where they're moving at a steady pace. If you were to stop and try and check out the fauna, they would be well ahead of you as you investigate. So if you're
He's an experienced outdoorsman. He's just making a quick assessment as he walks.
okay, yeah, you can tell just based on the how the river network is. And also because you got a map of the Kingdom of Vassith, that was also last week. You guys were able to negotiate a map, or maybe that was the week before. No, that was the last game.
It was the last time I was
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah, that was it. So yeah, you're looking at the map. You're looking at the floral and fauna. You're pretty sure that this, especially with the waterfall right here, this giant waterfall. That's what that is. It's like 1,000 feet in the air, and it's just gushing water. You're pretty sure that there's a big old forest in that valley. Like acres and acres of forest.
Oh.
You guys are on the leeward side of the continent. It seems like, as you go deeper inland, you should see more forest.
You guys are probably hear Ficus muttering to himself, like, could it be? Could the kingdom be there? And he's stroking Tomas as he walks at a brisk pace.
Could be the what? What did you say?
The kingdom. But he's just muttering this under his breath.
Okay. So what's happening with the
What's happening with the
the barricade and where we're being led to?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you guys are approaching the barricade. I'm just setting up the map.
Okay.
And here we go. You guys approach the barricade, and instead of it, the map kind of shows that there's some rubble, but a lot of it's been cleaned up, and they've rebuilt many of the Cheval de Frise, as well as putting up some walls and stuff. Soldiers wearing tabards that have the same banner as the one you saw over that's hanging on a high wall. They step out, and as soon as they see the mysterious knight, they draw their swords and say, "Halt!"
I halt.
The mysterious
Also halt.
Okay. The mysterious knight also halts. And there's some kind of tension. These two guards over here are kind of whispering each other. You guys can roll detect noise to hear what they're saying if you want.
Yeah. Ooh, a roll. Okay.
Yay, a roll. We got there eventually. This is a role-playing game after all.
Yeah. This is what I'm here for.
How does this work?
So you can either use the character sheet, or you could just roll a d6. I believe you're a halfling, so you get detect on 2 and 6. Is that how that works?
Okay.
Yeah, 2 and 6 chance. So yeah, you
Yeah.
just roll a d6.
Okay.
I got a 1.
Got
Okay.
5.
Great.
So Peter is the only one who hears them say, "Oh no, one of these guys. Well, what do they do? What do we do? I mean, we gotta kill them.
Huh. I'm just like shaking my head and like throwing my hands into the air, like at the stupidity of the silent night. Like, silent one. What do I even call you? You came here. You knew that these people were here. Now they want to kill you. You knew that. What are you doing?
Ficus calls out to the soldiers like, "Hey, do you guys know who this lady is? She won't tell us."
What's her name? What's the name of this knight we're traveling with?
What? Yeah, one of the soldiers are like, looking around confused, and then finally one of them pipes up. He goes, you there, Peck? Who you walk with, who you travel with, is a knight of the Moonglum, and their religion is a heresy in this land."
Okay.
Whoa, that's harsh. So what's the religion about? I mean, are they like eating babies and stuff? What's going on?
Yeah, I haven't seen her do stuff except just sit there.
One of them kind of steps forward here from the back, points a finger right at the and maybe your screen will update so that person actually does come. Wait. No? I get. Huh. Well, that's interesting. He moved on my screen. Uh-oh. And we lost a...
What happened?
Oh, there's James. Hey.
Be back.
Okay. There. He moved. Anyways, yeah, so one of them steps up, points right at the knight, and goes, "They're the ones that brought the undead here in the first place." And the rest of them start going, "Yeah!"
I walk up to the silent knight and I go, "Silent? Is this true?"
You can shake your head or nod.
She shakes her head.
Oh, she can communicate. Oh,
But Peter, you have seen like her in action.
yeah, she can banish the undead and stuff. Yeah, there's something. I think that was her, right?
Yep.
Well, okay. I turn to the people and I say, "Look, I don't know. We're just following this person around. She hangs out. Well, I'm not going to say where she hangs out, but we fought we're the ones that cleared out this chivalrited, this French word place, this barricade that you're now guarding. We are the ones that did it. And actually, she there, and I'm pointing up at the knight. She's the one that banished all the skeletons. They run screaming from her. She can get rid of them." Maybe this calls for some sort of persuasion roll.
Yeah, give me a charisma check.
This is not going to work, but okay. Let's see. I have 11 charisma. see any
Oh,
bonuses.
yeah. Just click the die, and yeah, you don't have any threshold bonus or anything. Actually, you know what? I will give you a +2.
Okay. All right. So rolled a 7. That's a 9.
Okay. Well, actually, a +2 would mean like it would be +2 to your attribute, so you'd be rolling under a 13 and not an 11. Yeah. Now, D&D first is slightly confusing.
Yeah.
But yes, that is a success. They actually stop what they're doing. There's, that mob mentality rising to violence kind of dissipates. And they all kind of look at each other, wondering what to do, when another soldier, this time on horse, shows up. Here, we'll mark. There. Have a little heart there. Uh-oh, and it looks
Heart
like
for horse.
James is... Oh, James, are you with us?
Okay, finally.
Okay.
I've been talking for a while, and it
bummer.
never...
Oh. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Mike was off, apparently. I was very confused why I wasn't getting any response.
We were just ignoring you, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. So, yeah, one night, on horseback, rides up, and you hear a woman's voice yell out, what's happening here? Who approaches the barricade to the nook?
I let the Silent Night speak for herself.
Well, Guilford the Grand is not one to stay silent, except when his mic is off. He will stand up and say, I speak for this woman and everyone else in this party, and also the entire refugee camp, as I am Guilford the Grand. Surely you've heard of me. We are bringing this knight to face justice beyond the barricade.
Oh,
Wait, the refugee camp. Are you the vagabonds of the North Shore?
no.
Yes. He's not, but I am.
I'm just a guy.
She takes off her helmet and hold on. Yes. She has short dark hair and dark eyes with honey-colored skin. Wears chainmail with a tabard depicting, that green and black herald. That's a sword with the tulips wrapped around the handle.
2 lips?
No, tulip, like the flower. Not two lips. Tulips.
Okay.
She's like, you were the ones who inspired us to come and take this barricade. It was one of you, wasn't it?
It was me, yes.
It was me.
And Pedor helped.
Yes.
Oh. You have our thanks. And your lord, Stickbeard Smith, he will be owed a favor by House Dugney.
We are gracious beyond words for your offers of assistance, and hopefully we will put that to use soon. In the meantime, we must pass beyond this barricade to further our quest.
I Elbert Guilford, and I said to Guilford kind of quietly, like, we don't have to pretend like we're gonna get rid of the Silent Night. I think we convinced them that she's good.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Yes, the Silent Night is good, and we travel with her to protect her.
I think.
I have a thought.
I am really relying on you to be right about this.
Ficus.
I'm totally going back on my lie here.
Is there a chance? Maybe there's more skeletons, like, in there, and she wants to smite them.
I'd say that's a very good chance, given what she's been doing before this.
It seems like what she
Uh,
just
uh,
does. She sits around
Lady
and
Knight,
smites.
do you need to go in there to smite more skeletons? Just nod yes or no.
She nods.
Yeah, you guys have more undead that need to be dead, right?
The soldiers kind of mutter amongst themselves, and the lady soldier on the horse kind of looks at all of them and goes, "Quiet, all of you. We have lost so much in this campaign, seen so many of our relatives turn into those monsters and fight against us. She is offering our assistance, and based off of our traditions, we're just going to judge her without actually knowing what her actions truly are. If she was responsible for getting this barricade in the first place, we owe her at least a passage through."
Yeah, fuck your tradition. Oh, no, I mean,
The traditions are good in this particular instance, Pedor.
good traditions.
We are all men of tradition and honor.
Not me.
So, she looks at all of you and goes, "You have my word. You can pass into the nook. But be careful. Many of the undead still walk around."
The Nook?
Not for long. Ilford the Grand is on the task.
Yes, the nook is just, up that road. Where we're standing now is the quad, and where you guys are is the North Shore.
Oh. Is the Nook like a whole region, or is it just like
It's
the
a
name
region.
of...
It's the smallest region of the Kingdom of Vassith.
Oh. Is that what... Is Nurton in the Nook?
Nurton is the capital of the nook, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, going back to the overworld
Oh,
map.
she's gonna cleanse that nook.
Cleanse
It's the
that.
cleanest,
Oh, man.
cleanest nook you've ever found.
Oh. I regret calling it the nook now.
So as we're walking, I want to like walk beside the Silent Night and ask her some questions.
Okay.
I want to ask her. So you can nod for yes and shake your head for no, correct?
She nods her head.
But if I gave you a quill and ink, you wouldn't write anything, correct?
She shakes her head.
That's not correct. So you would.
No,
Wait.
no. Wait, no. You asked that question confusingly.
Okay. So
Say
am I
no for yes and yes for no.
correct to say that you do not write?
She nods.
Okay, but what if? Oh, but what if I gave you a quill and ink, and then I told you to draw an X for no and a circle for yes? Would you do that?
She thinks for a minute. Kind of looks up towards the moon, which is visible on this clear day. And then nods.
Okay. I will think about that some more. There's chinks in your armor. I'm going to find them, Silent Night.
Silent but deadly night.
Silent, what should we call her? I'm tired of saying the Silent Night. Should we call her Sai?
Orntish says, "How about Moonglum?"
Moonglum? Moonglum?
They're
How about just Moony?
Yeah. Maybe.
Mooney, can we call you Mooney?
She shrugs.
Oh, the third kind of
That's
communication.
true. Okay, we need to figure out why she wants to do this so urgently without healing.
I guess we're gonna follow her and find out.
Yeah.
So at this point, Orntish kind of hangs back outside of earshot of the mysterious knight as you all follow her. And she goes, the reason why the Kingdom of Vassith don't like Knights of the Moonglum is they used to be the religion before the era of humanity in the time of chaos. But now, with the Church of Cosgrove being founded and being the dominant religion in the Kingdom of Vassith, they find any other kind of other religion, like, say, Knights of the Moonglum, a threat to their church.
Oh,
But
It doesn't make any sense, you know? I mean, yeah, blackberries are my favorite, but it's not like other berries can't just be out there, you know?
yeah, I agree. I think, Cosgrove is the best god. Cosgrove is the one true god, and the Moonglum is probably some stupid moon thing, but who cares? She's not going to convince anybody to go, oh, that's a great lifestyle. I'm going to put on a helmet forever and sit around and never say anything. No thanks. She's not a threat to anybody.
I don't know. She's pretty
Hair must be
persuasive.
so dirty.
Well, maybe we can start a new um, a movement that says, who cares about the Moonglums? Nobody. Leave them alone.
Are you going to make the pamphlets? Oh, we
No.
could let Thomas make the pamphlets.
Yeah, somebody else. I've got things to do. Speaking of which, I'm probably drinking wine right now.
okay. You guys go past the barrier, and it isn't long before you reach another barrier, choke point, which you've actually visited before. It's just the times that you've gotten this far into Nurton. But it's like just beyond that red barrier, there's those
Yeah.
ruins. That's where you guys are now.
Okay.
And I am setting up that map as
Okay.
we speak.
I think we went there once and there were like too many skeletons, so we just turned back.
Oh, is that with the fortress?
I think so, and it was either you or somebody else had the ring of invisibility, like
Yeah,
snuck
that was
up
me.
and took a look. Yeah, you like took a look and then I
Did we
think
bring that?
did you bring that?
I just got the leather armor. The
I still
Gambison.
I still have my ring of fire resistance on me.
Okay. I don't think we brought it. Unless
Uh,
Ficus grabbed it.
uh.
Ficus, what'd you grab on our way out?
Actually, so I will, because you guys left in a hurry. If you look at the journal, there's this total haul tab you can look at there, Hallie. And I'll let you grab one
Uh-huh.
magical item.
Okay, let's see.
I think
I've already got the Gambison, and Fedor has the fire resistance ring.
it looks like Cedric has the invisibility ring.
But he's not here.
Yeah, he's not, no. So like those items, just like the silver shield, if Robert Shieldheart isn't here, silver shield's up for grabs. If Cedric isn't here,
Okay.
ring of invisibility's up for grabs.
Well, I mean, yeah, for this adventure.
What?
Yeah, sometimes I just put it on when I want to be alone because there's a lot of people in the camp.
Oh, the ring of invisibility.
A little overwhelming.
Sounds good.
I'm not used to living with all these people around. Does Mooney does she know like the quantity of skeletons that are in there? Did anyone tell her?
Yeah. Does she have that specific information? Hard to say. But you'd wager not.
Could ask her. Tell her to give a head shake, head wobble.
You know that there's I go up to her. Do you know there's like a lot of skeletons? These guys are saying there's a lot of skeletons in there. Did you know that?
She nods.
Is it too many for us to fight?
Orntish is like, yeah, probably.
Well, I'm not asking you, Orntish. Ask the knight. Is it too many for us to fight?
She doesn't really respond to that question.
Oh,
She just
great.
keeps writing on.
That's a yes.
So Orntish kind of again
she
like
writing,
takes you to the side, Pedor, and goes, "Look, the one thing I do know about the Knights of the Moonglum is their obsession with killing the undead."
So
The thing, and no, as you're talking, she then kind of grabs you by the shoulders, like, "Listen, their god was killed during the Age of Chaos. And supposedly, the only way they can bring their god back is by killing every undead in all of Coram."
okay. Orntish, why do you care about this insane knight and trying to keep her alive?
I don't know. I guess since seeing that kraken and fearing for my life for the first time in a very long time, I kind of put things in perspective. I was just coming over here to the undead as a favor because you guys escorted me down to the kraken, but now I guess I I I like your guys' camp. And she's just as much of a member of it as I am. As much as Jonathan or Varthig. You guys, in a kind of a weird way, have adopted us.
I didn't adopt you. But you know what, Orntish? you maybe not as evil as I thought you were, but you're definitely weirder.
You're pretty weird yourself, Pedor.
Yeah, screw you too, okay?
I'm gonna kind of put my hand on the flank of the horse of the Silent Knight and motion to her. Perhaps we should, as a tactical maneuver, send someone to scout before you go in to slaughter these creatures.
Yes, Ficus, put on the ring and sneak in there.
The knight kind.
I'm like real invisible with this.
You are invisible, but if you attack, um, or touch any, basically, if you touch the skeletons, they'll know your spell will fade.
Okay. So They'll feel my chubby little halfling hands on their bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, like any direct action or any kind of complex action, drops the invisibility.
Okay. So I can just safely just walk around and not touch stuff.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, I will do that.
Okay. You are. Um, did Roll20 crash?
I've got it up. I think it's just on his computer.
Oh, okay.
Oops. Yeah. No, I used the wrong window to switch to Twitch. Okay. Go on.
So you are the squirrel. Go ahead and move about as you like. Yeah, so as you guys are kind of talking off to the side, the skeletons here just don't seem to be doing anything. This one's looking through a bush. You don't know what it's looking for. These two are scavenging old remains of something. You got this guy standing in the middle. Looks like he's praying. And then you can see just on the other side of the wall around the corner, there's another dinner happening. Yeah, no,
They're supping.
they're supping. Yeah.
Am I the sack or
Kevin,
the
you said
shovel?
something.
You are the sack, and it's supposed to be an arrow, but yeah, it looks like a
I'm
shovel.
the arrow. I'm the arrow. You're the sack.
Shovel.
Okay, well first of all I'm gonna hand off
I go this way.
Tomas to Orntish. Like, you two get to know each other while I go in there. Slip on the ring.
Orntish kind of grabs it a little awkwardly, but then puts it on her glove. And the Tomas rests on the back of her wrist.
Cute.
Am I supposed to be able to see around this thing?
No.
Uh-oh.
You found a glitch.
Okay.
No clipping.
Okay. I will stop looking through the wall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And just a reminder of what you're
Yeah.
looking at. This looks like walls of the same motif of runes that you guys are squatting in. So whoever built where you guys are living now also built these walls.
The little
Pretty.
character portraits on Roll20 are blocking like most of the map for me. I'm just trying to figure out how to make them smaller
Oh,
or
you
turn them off.
go to the gear and then
Top right.
Yeah.
audio video and then it should be
Video
is it
display.
video
under
display?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Video
Graphic,
display.
Names on. It's gonna do name.
Oh, no, it is.
Okay. So first, I'm gonna check out this bush. See what's this skeleton looking for in this bush. I'm not that close to him.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, give me a wisdom check.
Wisdom. Okay. So I just roll a d20.
Yeah, and you're trying to roll below your wisdom.
Okay. Well, I definitely didn't roll below my wisdom. I don't know what my wisdom is, but probably not that. Probably not an 18.
So
My wisdom's a 14, so
okay. You're watching him kind of like look through this bush, but you're not really sure whether it's like he's actually searching for something or it's just the same as that other skeleton praying. Like, who's that skeleton praying to?
yeah. Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll waltz on inside the walls.
Okay.
Check out what they're doing.
Give me
here.
a dexterity check.
Ooh, okay. Oh my god, why?
What's your dexterity?
Not 18.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. Let's see, what is my dexterity? It's 17. It was close.
Close, close. So I'm gonna reposition your token a little bit. Yup. So you get about there, and you kick a bit of rubble just a little too loudly, and these two skeletons start kind of closing in on your position, and are just kind of like
Oh,
Oh gosh.
looking through. You guys can actually see, maybe not so much James, but well, no, James. I guess you can see it a little bit. You do notice that the skeletons look a little agitated, and they start kind of approaching that side of the wall.
Oh, I'm feeling aggressive. Sending. I think I picked up a sling finally. I am going to draw their attention by firing a sling.
Which one are you aiming at?
I guess that's the one that moved, right? This one hasn't. The other one didn't move.
Right. It was that. It was this one that you can see. Yeah.
Yep. So that one.
Okay. Determine range, and then give me an attack roll.
Let's see. Range is. There's a ruler. 45 feet. And where's my dice? There it is. Bonus to hit with missile weapons. I think it's. I don't know where to look on these things. It's either +2 or +3.
What's your
Oh,
dex?
+3. There we go.
Oh, okay.
18.
Your dexterity is 18. Okay, yeah. Then yeah, it would be a +3. Okay, well that's a hit. Give me roll for damage.
I think I'm going to do the same thing, by the way,
Okay.
with my bow.
Well, me. But it's bludgeoning damage this time.
Yep. That one is destroyed.
Oh.
Is this one also walking towards the same spot that this one was walking towards?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to shoot at this one if you'll let me.
Okay.
And that's in my second range increment, and I have a +4.
That's a hit.
Okay. All right. That's 18 total. Oh. 18 plus 4, actually. So, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong thing. 15 plus 4. Okay. Yeah. And then I'll roll damage.
Yep.
Got a 6.
That's yeah. So despite it being an arrow, you still hit it pretty clean, and it
Nice.
shears off the skull, and it falls.
Take a swig of my wine.
And I will say, because it was handled so absolutely quickly, it doesn't cause a stir. The remaining skeletons are not disturbed. And Hallie, you can go back to moving around.
All right.
Skeletons just fall apart in front of you.
Frankie says he's got a tiny damp spot on his pants.
Nice.
All right. I'm just gonna keep. I'm gonna not get so close to him this time. Okay.
That's a lot of
let's
supping.
see, from this position. So from this position, I can see what's going on. Okay. I feel like at about that point, do I have like a pretty full view of the area? Like, is there more
Yeah.
skeletons to see?
This is where we would kind of go into the overworld map if you wanted to bypass this gate. But you can kind of tell, yeah, especially because you're very in tune with nature, as you kind of look out to the horizon towards the east, the road to Nurton. While you look out that way, there's not as much bird song. Like, it's still in the morning, but you don't hear as much bird song. The wilderness seems more still.
Okay. I would carefully make my way back to my companion. I take off the ring and I describe I think it was 3 groups of 3 inside chowing down. And then I'd say there's something wrong with the woods here. Too quiet.
I look to the sun to Mooney.
Well, she gets her mace out and is.
I say, wait, Mooney, wait. Ficus, do you have any ranged weaponry?
Do I? Yeah, I think we should pick them off. Maybe try and draw them out bit by bit.
Well, yeah, if we could, like those last 2, we killed them without anybody noticing. So what if we shot all at the same time, just shot at this one that's nearby?
And I have a sling and pebbles.
And I just go 3, 2, 1, and then we all shoot at the same time, and we get it. We pick them off.
Let's do it.
Agreement?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do the thing.
3, 2, 1. I shoot.
Wait. On 1 or on 0?
I already shot, man.
Oh wait, I'm behind. I'll shoot.
So I just rolled a 21 to hit and a 5 damage.
Okay.
18 to hit, 2 damage, bludgeoning.
So I will say that that's actually successful enough for you not to only kill just one, but you could actually kill the other 2 down here. Or, well, actually, no, you did all say that you were targeting on one. So, like, all 3 of you got a kill shot. Yeah. That skeleton in particular was messed up.
Okay. Let's
This is good tactics.
Let's move closer. I want to move actually just 5 feet closer to the one in the bushes. 10 feet. So now he's in my first range increment. You guys want to aim at this? Get
Ready. Close. I'll launch on 1 or 0.
Well, we'll get close enough so that it's like in your near range increment.
Yeah, these guys are easy to hit.
Okay.
I feel confident.
On 1.
Okay.
Yeah, fire on 1. 3.
Okay, he said 1.
3, 2, 1. All right, I got a 19 to hit and a 1 damage.
Yeah, so Pedor, you hit, but the arrow just kind of grazes off one of the ribs. Hallie, your
Got a
shot
20 to hit.
goes wide, but Guilford, your sling goes true and hits the skeleton hard enough to break him.
Nice.
Mm,
Did you find out? Did Ficus? Did you find out what was in the bush?
couldn't tell,
Leaves.
but we could search it more safely now.
Let's go do it.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna start moving towards the bush. I don't see any more skeletons here.
I'm gonna take an ambush position over here. I don't know if that's a real square.
You're clipping through the wall.
I am. But that's really the one I want to be in because it's concealed.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm checking out this bush tree thing. I'm inside of it.
Inside, you find a fresher corpse. Not skeletonized, but definitely not like not recently dead. It's probably been dead for a couple of months.
Any sweet loot?
Yes. There's a dagger, and also a suit of chainmail.
Wow.
That's worth 40 gold. I already have one.
Oh, also the tabard is ripped up and bloodied, but you can tell that it's a green and black sword with 2 lips around the hilt.
Oh, two lips.
Yeah.
Now you just said 2 lips.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
you even paused in between. You're not supposed to do that with the flower.
You done messed up.
Gosh, yeah, it's 2 lips.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so green black trim with tulips, that's right?
Yep.
Do we know? Nobody has said anything about who is this green black trim with tulips people?
Based on the conversation you had with the lady soldier on the horse.
Yeah.
She referred to them as House Dugny.
Oh. Okay, so they're from Nurton. That's Nurton people.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, you guys could like get into attack positions, and then I can bring back. I can try and like distract, and I can try and like throw some stones and draw out the skeletons through the gate, and then
Okay.
you guys can get it.
I am in attack position.
Same. I'm gonna like gesture to, Mooney and Otis or whatever her name is.
I'd walk up to them and tell them
Ortish.
the plan.
Mooney, sheaves her or holsters her mace and gets a sling and dismounts. She hobbles a little bit, but she still manages to walk with you guys. Orntish, on the other hand, stays back and watches the horses.
Okay. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and get these guys first. I'm gonna go up to here, throw some rocks at them. I have the ring on. So if I throw rocks, I'm not attacking them. I'm just throwing rocks to make sound. Would that turn me not invisible?
No, that would not turn you invisible.
Okay.
You mean turn her
So,
visible?
Yeah, that wouldn't turn you visible.
Both things are true.
I creep up here and I toss some rocks and I giggle. Retreat once I have caught their attention. I don't know how you want me to be placed for that.
Okay, no, that's good. So yeah, you're just kind of throwing rocks, making sounds.
Yeah, and you are required to ask them what is in your pockets, given the scenario.
They can't give me an answer though, so
Then you win.
Yeah, it doesn't take
Well, I
long
got a lot of them.
for them to stop what they're doing and start investigating the sound.
They hate rocks.
This is like over minutes, okay? Like, slowly one by one kind of turns their head and starts meandering around, sees the rocks kind of kick around and like start looking at the road, start kind of like well, they don't have eyes in their sockets, so it's not like they're looking, but you know what I mean.
And I would have attempted to like I'd try and attempt to catch the attention of just one cluster at once, but if I can't, then that's fine.
No, it's kind of the thing that it slowly gets all of their attention simultaneously, like from every different group.
All right, I book it out of there and whip out my sling when I can get to like a position with a little cover.
Sure, go ahead and run to that position, because what's going to happen is as you retreat, the skeletons are kind of slightly confused, but then one of them spots Pedor.
Uh-oh.
And screams.
I'm crouching in the flowers.
Over here.
He thinks I'm pooping.
They're like rabbits.
Okay.
They're like rabbits?
Mm-hmm.
In that they're white and animate?
And screaming.
Oh. Yeah.
All right. Let me make some measurements.
Something tells me that a rabbit scream and a skeleton scream that has no lungs or larynx is an entirely different phenomena physically.
I think the skeleton scream is in fact not physical.
Yeah, it's a.
It is a
I think they
metaphysical
just have
scream.
rabbits living in their rib cage.
That would be helpful for them.
It'd be pretty sick.
Oh Jesus!
So
So what? How did that guy go so fast?
I got teleported. It
GM.
popped out of the ground like a zombie.
Okay, so so when one of them screams, the lead zombie just sprinted right at you, whereas the others, not necessarily sure what was going on, just kind of run through the gate and then look around, like trying to assess like what the danger is. But because like he saw you, his action is to run straight at you. But as they're getting into this position, I'm going to allow all of you a ranged attack.
Okay.
So I'll say that this guy is about there, but by the end of the turn, he's going to be right up on you.
Okay.
Given that he's facing Pedor, I'm going to backstab him.
They're all facing me.
Yeah, but this guy, I'm in a line with his back. The rest of them, not so much.
Can I let the other player characters act first?
Yes, you can all coordinate however you'd like.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to backstab with the sling. Back clunk, I guess.
Okay.
Back bonk.
I think I get like
+4.
15 plus 4 more, so 19.
Okay, so not a 20, which would have doubled the damage, but go ahead and roll damage.
Well, I do double damage just for backstabbing.
That's right, you do. Oh, man, and the bonus damage, yeah. You strike the, the sling bullet goes true, right through the back of his head, between its eyes, and, kind of creates this huge crack along the top of the head, and then the skull splits, like almost perfectly to the sides. The skeleton body runs for like another 10 feet and then falls.
Like a chicken. These guys
Like
are
chicken.
These guys are Easter themed. They have rabbits in their rib cage, and they move like chickens.
Huh. And their heads
Crazy.
pop like eggs.
I'm gonna slingshot. Yeah, I don't know. So when we roll attack rolls, we're trying to roll under?
You're trying to roll
Something?
higher.
Okay, higher than what?
Their armor
Do
class.
we not know? Is it like the enemy? Oh,
Yeah, we
okay.
don't necessarily know exactly how high.
Wow.
Okay, I got a 19.
Oh, and that's, well, you get a +1 for being a halfling, and then another +1, I think, for your dex at least, or a +2.
Two.
+2. Okay, so
Yeah.
that is a score of over 20, which means you do double damage with a sling. So go
Wow.
ahead and roll d4. And yeah, that,
Alright, 6
again,
damage.
boom.
Nice. Okay, so okay, I guess I'll wait for the NPCs on our side to take actions.
Orntesh pets the horse and the squirrel.
Wow, what a winner.
That's her turn. And then Mooney will fire. It's a hit. And Mooney kills another skeleton. One of these in the front there. There we go.
Okay, so once the skeletons act, they're going to be able to be like on me, all of them.
Well, yeah, let's roll initiative.
Well, I mean, it's my turn.
Oh, yeah, it is your
Right.
turn. Yes. You
Yeah.
get a turn and then initiative.
But yeah, okay. So I mean, but if they were to act right after me, they're close enough that they will be meleeing me on their turn, right?
Yes, they will be able to get to you and melee you, I think, at this range. Hold on, let me make some quick measurements. Yeah, one of them will be able to get to you. Not all of them, but the one in the front will be able to get to you, yes.
Okay. And am I sensing, are they like due to those attacks, and 4 of them just went down, or 4, I don't know how many, 3, yeah, 4 of them just went down. Are they looking like some of them are changing direction, or are they all just still on my turn, as far as I know, beelining for me?
So just besides the one guy who was beelining for you and screaming at you, he was the only one who really noticed you. The rest of them just kind of ran through the gate and looked around.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna I want to shoulder my bow and take out my spear and brace with it.
Ooh.
Okay. I can do that.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I mean, could I shoot an arrow and then brace with my spear all in my turn?
I would say that's possible because no, you could get as far as shooting your bow and then changing to your spear, but that would end your turn.
I see. Okay, so I'm just gonna put away my bow and brace with my spear.
Okay. And now roll an ish. So one of you gets to roll an ish for the party. And we'll determine who goes first.
Tychus, you want to go ahead and roll an issue for us?
Sure. What do I do?
6.
Didn't I?
You roll a d6.
D6?
Yeah, you're a halfling with 17 dexterity, so I think you add +2 to the roll.
Okay.
Wow. That's
5, 6, so it would be a 7.
that. You go first. There's no way the skeletons can beat that.
All right. So what turn order do we want to go in?
It's up to you guys. As long as nobody's using a slow weapon, anybody using a crossbow or a battle axe,
Nope.
okay, then you're
No.
good.
All right, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna slingshot again. Okay, that's 12, and then
That's a hit.
see, and then I add 1 for being a halfling, 2 for my dex. Okay. I'm gonna attack this one. All right, 4 damage.
And that's a kill. Which one was that?
This one.
Okay. Guilford, Pedor.
Let's see. We can move. Or I can move 40 feet, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I will
Guys, I
sling.
gotta step away from the computer for 1 moment.
I think I moved out of
No
short
problem.
range. Yep, I did. So I'm going to sling this guy. Doesn't look like he has cover. And I threw a bunch of stuff. Oh, that's probably going to miss.
That
8.
That is a miss.
Okay.
And then the NPC goes. She also misses.
All right. Could I, in my turn, could I throw my spear? I have 2 spears. Could I throw the one in my hand and then brace with the other one?
You have 2 spears?
I do have 2 spears.
I see. Okay, yeah. I'll allow it.
Okay. Let's see. So the nearest skeleton's 45 feet away. That is in my. That's the 3rd range increment for spears. And I get a plus 4. So. Bunk. I rolled a 13 plus 4 is a 17.
All right.
And
That's a hit.
and I rolled 4 for damage.
Okay. And which one were you hitting?
The one closest to me.
Okay. And yeah, the spear goes
Thanks.
right into the sternum and just causes a chain reaction that breaks the structure of it and it collapses. Now it is the skeleton's turn. Let me make some measurements. Okay. So the 4 remaining skeletons run up on you. One hits Mooney pretty hard. Well, not pretty hard, but steadily enough, and she was already injured. So yeah, she lets out a scream of pain. And then Ficus, you get pinged for 1 damage.
All right.
That doesn't kill you, does it?
No.
Oh, okay. I was kind of holding my breath. I was like,
5.
huh?
I have 6 HP total.
Okay.
Does anybody ever have 1 HP?
Yes, I've had that. I think there is one character among all the created characters. They only have. Wait, no. Nope. They have 2 HP.
Ah.
Yeah. But still, that's yeah. With level 1 characters, you never know whether 1 damage is going to kill them or not. So yeah, that is the situation. Who wants to roll initiative now? Last turn it was Ficus, so someone new should roll initiative.
I guess I will.
Okay, so yeah, roll a d6, and I believe with your dex bonus it's a +1, or is it a +2?
Oh, 2, I think, with 18 dex.
Oh, okay.
I will double check to make sure. But I think it's 1 less than your standard dex bonus.
Yep, 18's a +2. Oh, so you rolled a 5, so that's a 7?
Yep.
You go first.
So fair.
So yeah, the Mooney looks in a pretty bad way. When she got slashed, it hit one of her bandaged wounds, and now it's bleeding all over again.
I'm gonna sling that guy. Oh, first I'm gonna move. Five, six. Oh, I guess 7, 8. There we go. I'm gonna sling that guy. He is in short range, so 16.
That's a hit.
3 damage.
And that's a kill.
Okay. Um, can I? No, I'm just gonna. Well, can I put away my spear or just drop my spear and switch to my bow and shoot with it in the same turn?
Changing weapons is a move action and then
Okay.
an attack. So yes, if you don't move, you can do that.
All right, I will do that then. And okay, so now he's in my this skeleton is 40. That's my first range increment. Firing 11 plus 4, I got a 15,
That's a hit.
and damage 4.
Okay. And that is a kill.
Nice.
All right. I'm gonna hit this one that hit me with my. What's my melee weapon? With my hand axe.
Okay, so you're
That's a
switching weapons.
13 to hit.
Oh, 13 to hit. And that's a hit. So roll for damage.
4 damage.
And yeah, you hack into the rib cage, and it just you just like knock a bunch of ribs down. Just go straight down, clunk, 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 until like the whole structure of the skeleton breaks apart and collapses.
Squirrels bite back.
Oh,
And Mooney drops her sling, picks up her mace, and smashes. Yes, just smashes the last remaining one before collapsing.
Great.
oh,
I'll
Mooney.
run over to this knight. Be like, how can we help you when you have all this armor on all the time? Let us tend your wounds.
I run over and offer her wine. Offer to pour wine into her visor.
No. Orntish looks at you and is like, no. Guys,
I'll begin.
I think I need to take her back to the camp. She's in no shape to travel, and she's definitely in no shape to fight. I'll take both the horses back.
We need to like tie her up or something.
We'll worry about that when she comes back too. But I hope that with her own spells she'll be able to revive herself to a functional state. But for now, she should not be fighting and she should not be traveling.
You're right. This was a stupid idea anyway.
Could somebody let me give the heroic speech over our fallen comrade?
Yes.
Feel like okay. We have fought well today, but we have lost one of our greatest warriors. Know that our battle continues on in her name. We will sally forth
He's
and
not
save
dead.
these lands from the evil that has incurred upon it.
Here, here.
Your sacrifice will not be in vain.
I pour out some wine for Mooney. In
For
her
Mooney.
memory. The memory of Mooney.
But
I remember her well.
yeah, but and Orntish kind of repeating Ficus's points, like, but she's not dead.
But she'll probably kill herself doing stupid stuff like this soon, so we might as well get it over. Living
Yeah, I don't know
funeral.
that I'm going to be here when she's dead, so I got to do this now.
That's right. Me too. I might be out of it.
Guys, we just killed 13 skeletons. I think this calls for a celebratory nut meat. And Ficus pulls out a pouch of like unshelled nuts, which are clearly
yes.
for Tomas, and just passes it around.
Tomas jumps off of Orntish's wrist and attaches himself to the bag.
This is for your own good, Tomas. You are gaining too much weight.
We have to share the celebratory nut meats.
Does Tomas drink wine? I try to give Tomas some wine.
Tomas sniffs it, sips some, and then spits it out and goes, bleh, like makes a yucky face.
A squirrel of discerning tastes. Okay. Well, let's go. How about Orntish and Mooney? You go back to camp, and me and Ficus and Guilford, we let's go to the forest and look for mushrooms.
Indeed. We will head yonder.
Go back to the overworld map.
Yonder.
Wait. Did any of these skeletons have stuff? Or any of the people they were eating?
So the only loot to be found is what Brian found. What the skeletons have for weapons are badly worn weapons. Like Mooney's mace is sharper than a lot of these swords these skeletons are swinging.
I'm like suddenly struck with curiosity and befuddlement. What are they eating and how are they eating? Like, I want to go check out their food and then like what they were doing with the food, like chewing it up and just sliding it into their rib cages.
Yeah, it looks like you notice that. I mean, these this pile over here of refuse. It looks about the same amount as a normal like one corpse worth, but it's just very much chewed up.
So they like just masticate this stuff, and then it slides. Basically, it wouldn't even go down there. It would just fall out of their jaw or something. They don't even have
Yeah,
tongues, and
yeah,
they would just masticate it, and it would fall out of their jaw into the ground.
yep.
Okay, all right.
They're enjoying the essence,
Oh. The mouth feel,
the vital essence of meat.
the tooth feel
And
of
it's
it.
like it's like the skeleton in the last unicorn. He
Yep.
wants
That's what
the
I was
memory
thinking.
of the wine.
Oh, okay. To the overworld, the overmap. Oh, look, there's a forest just to the south of this hex. Looks safe.
Oh yeah, let's check it out. It's probably full of skeletons though. If it's full
Yeah,
of skeletons,
let's go to. How about the forest near Berry Pond? It's to the northwest of here.
sure.
We
Sure,
made it all
sounds
the way
safer.
here, right?
Well,
Okay, we can scout it out. We can check it out. Take a
okay.
peek.
Yeah, let's go peek in the
See
forest.
how skeletal it's looking.
So go ahead and paint
We'll be
which.
cautious. We'll be sneaky.
Okay, so it's the one to the south of the ruins.
Yeah.
So you're
That's
kind of.
downhill too.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, basically what you guys are doing is you're going like kind of through the road a little bit, but then veering right downhill into a forest.
That's towards the blight tree. Uh-oh.
I thought we wanted to chop those down.
Well,
Just head over there and chop it down.
okay. Die, but okay.
Do you have fire? I seem to remember that.
I do have fire. I have oil and tinder and a ring of fire resistance.
Okay, so how about we just set it on fire, then heroically run the other direction?
Okay. Which way is the wind blowing? Is it blowing south by any chance?
So your solution to it is forest fire.
If the wind is blowing south, perhaps.
I don't know about this, guys. I can't support forest fire.
Okay, maybe let's just go check out the forest. Let's see.
Just see what it's
Maybe the
like.
forest isn't flammable.
Yeah.
Really wet. The moist wood.
Yeah.
The moistwood. Let us go to the moistwood.
Yeah.
All right. Setting up that map right now. But yeah, you guys going downhill towards the forested area, and yeah, Ficus. This is the most quiet, most eeriest, quietest forest you have ever
It's not.
witnessed.
I think we all have stealth capabilities. Why don't we just kind of move quietly?
Yeah, and I'll be invisible again.
I'm noticing that this forest is kind of in a hollow, like to the north, all around the hexes, all around except directly to the south, are one
yeah.
level higher. So it's I imagine that rainwater moves down into this foresty area. So
Yeah.
it's probably really moist. Probably lots of mushrooms.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was safe to set the blight tree on fire.
If there's mushrooms, it will also be safe to like.
Well, fire doesn't travel uphill anyways, so
That's true.
I'm pretty sure I heard that somewhere.
Fire is afraid of heights.
Yeah. Although if it does travel uphill, there's this other blight tree over here. Maybe we could get a twofer.
Yeah, it's true.
Not good. There's more.
Except that's not in a forest. I don't think the blight tree looks like the dark the grayish green. I think that's like isn't that swamp or something? What does grayish green mean? GM is
Sparse vegetation.
Okay.
So there might be one tree in that whole hex.
Oh,
Okay.
super sparse. Okay.
Yeah.
Or, well, it's mostly patches of grass with like one tree, maybe a few bushes. And whereas the lime green ones, those are like covered in grass with patches of trees and a dozen or so bushes.
Yeah.
And then the black circles, those are like thickets. Walking through, it's really nigh impossible. You basically have to kind of like crawl through between the trees.
And beige is sand. So or
Yeah,
rock
I don't
bear.
think we have to worry about a forest fire on the blight tree.
Yeah, it looks like the blight tree is in kind of a bare area, sort of surrounded by
It has
brushland.
blighted the area.
Oh. Yeah, all the blight trees apparently appear to be on bare ground.
So looks like there's a town nearby. Do you know
Yeah,
what
that's
town
Norton.
that is?
That's Norton.
Mm.
Norton. It's gotten overrun by the undead, so this is probably a super safe area. That's what all the people with like the green and black banner with the tulips, the two lips.
Uh-huh.
That's all Norton people.
Nurtles.
Nurtles, yeah. And their leader is currently staying in Berry Pond. And probably a lot of refugees from Norton.
You know, I bet we could like convince them to I bet we could have some soldier buddies with us if we wanted.
Yeah, I thought about that, but it seems really hard to convince them to actually do something smart, like get all your soldiers together and let's all go to Norton and clear it out. They don't seem to want to do that. They want to leave it to random adventurers.
Wouldn't you?
I guess so. Let's just hope somebody else deals with this.
Okay, so what has been kind of passed around from session to session. Here are some facts about what has taken place since Norton's loss. One of River Cobb's banners has fallen, so a whole garrison of troops has been destroyed. Norton probably lost 90% of their force. What you saw at the barricade and there was only about 10 or 20 men. That's pretty much it. That's what's left of their army. So then what you have is Vargas with their garrison and River Cobb's other two garrisons. However, in other sessions, it has been mentioned that right now Maurice's Reach is going through something of civil unrest. because of the raise of grain prices, because of what's going on in Nerton. So Vargas's garrison has kind of been busy trying to keep the peace in town. So that pretty much leaves River Cobb and his 2 remaining garrisons. But he's already lost one to try and help House Dugny reclaim Nerton. So, yeah. Mind you, this is only one side of it. You don't necessarily know what the king, Warren Evensong, what he's doing on his side. Because to get to the kingdom, on the way to the... Here, we'll go back to the overworld map. Just so I can demonstrate the geography of this war. But if you see this castle right here, and you guys are right here, you don't know what the king is doing, but he's miles away. So, I mean, the south could also have been overrun, too. Yeah, the kingdom of Vassith is kind of cut off. Oh, and also, actually, you have a map of the kingdom of Vassith. You know what the regions are called. So, the North Shore is basically like the North Shore. Then you have the Quad. The Quad are these 4 towns. That's known as the Quad. That's River Cobb.
Okay.
North Shore is Vargas. The Nook is Nerton, and this little section, kind of like this little road area, that's known as the Nook. And then this is the East Green over here.
Okay. I noticed that has recently been revealed. Did other parties go there?
No, you just have a map of it.
Okay. East Green, is that town?
No, that's the region.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to our forest. I noticed there's a river running through that, but not on the map.
Oh, that's just a small, like, seasonal creek.
Okay.
But it's still, like, shin deep water. So, limited movement.
The map makes it look like that's a cliff down into a river. Is that what you intended?
I was just thinking of more along the line, like, I wasn't wanting it to be like an impressive river. It's just more of kind of like during, the moist seasons, that's where the water collects in the lowlands kind of thing. So it's more of a lawn puddle than it is a river.
Okay.
We see the white tree, or is this the hex before that?
It's in the hex before that. You guys walk through the foliage trying to be quiet, and then that's when you notice these kind of skeletons hanging around. They seem to be kind of standing at attention or something, and you can also hear chanting.
Great.
In a language none of you know. It's in a you don't know this language.
So it looks like we're only like 45 feet away from that the leader skeleton. So that's I would whisper to the rest of you, or to Ficus, like that skeleton is there, like he commands them.
What direction is the leader facing?
He's facing east towards that little triangular shore here.
That's east?
Yeah.
So wait, the map. Okay, got it. Is he the one that's chanting?
No, he is looking in the direction of the chanting. But yes,
probably guards.
Yeah, and just as a reminder, those skeletons are typically more lucid than the other skeletons.
I say we should probably go.
Yeah, listen, we should back it up, but what if I turn invisible and climb a tree to try and get a view of whatever's chanting?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
We'll hide in this
Guys,
bush
hide.
over here. Pedor and I should hide in this bush.
Okay.
All right. Do I need to make a roll to climb a tree?
No, no. You're invisible, and yeah, I'm going to move your token. It isn't necessarily your position. This is just me revealing that part of the map to you. But you get up on a tree,
Okay.
and maybe it'll update on your side. I don't know if it did.
Yep, we can
Yeah,
see
I
it.
see these two.
Okay, it's not showing up. There it is
hooded-
on the stream. Okay. Um, yeah, you see two hooded figures, and there's like a whole bunch of symbols written on the ground. You're like not sure what, but the glyphs are starting to glow like blood red, and they one figure approaches, and he reveals like a wicked looking knife that's got like a hilt that's got all these antlers coming out of it, and he presents it to the other cultists before kneeling in front of him. And then they stop the chanting, and the one hooded figure looks down at the other and says, "Are you ready, brother?" And he takes the guy kneeling takes a few deep breaths and goes, "Yes, yes, I am ready." And he holds the guy standing over him holds his head with the knife, and he stabs him right in the face, and the antlers start like sprawling out all over the guy's body, and he screams in agony as his body is ripped apart from antlers. But soon the antlers start taking roots into the shore and start the gnarled branches start growing out.
Oh my god. They're making blight trees.
Oh,
I'll head back to the others and be like, we gotta get out of here. They are making new blight trees over there.
Oh, you're okay with that?
And I'll describe what I just saw. Like this is like above my pay grade.
Yeah,
Uh,
but if we just kind of wait until they leave, we can,
set fire to the whole place.
yeah, set fire to everything.
So yes, the roots start to grow. You can see the branches, kind of extend past the shore. The other cultist kind of jumps back into the water and leaves to the other side, and the skeletons retreat.
See? We
Oh,
just had to not do anything for a few minutes.
okay. Can we like wait
Yeah.
around for like 5 minutes, make sure everything is quiet?
Yeah, everything is quiet, but there is kind of like this weird whispering that is coming from the tree, and its roots begin to take the shape of skulls.
Which direction is the wind blowing?
It is always the question.
It is blowing east.
Okay.
That's away from us.
Well, I could maybe go over here and light these trees on fire, and hopefully the wind would carry the fire over the stream and catch the thing.
Well, I've got a flask
we have,
of
like-
oil. We could just light it up and toss it over there.
Slingshot it, yeah.
True, I have a flask
Slingshot a
of oil.
Molotov at the tree.
Or throw rocks with wrapped in burning rags or something. I don't know. You're not really using that shirt, right, Pedro?
No.
Okay, good.
Listen, what do we know about these trees?
They must die.
Touching
That's
the
probably-
branches,
Like, have you killed them?
touching the branches turns you undead. That's
Yeah. If you touch the root, any root part of the tree, you're a goner. And we have destroyed one before. It was a while ago. I barely remember it.
yeah. with the help of Mooney. Mooney was the one who helped you destroy the last one.
Yeah. So can we? Yeah, we each have. I have an oil flask, and Guilford has an oil flask.
Yep. And I even got a tinderbox.
Me too.
Oh.
I got a slingshot.
Is this a question for the GM? Is this something that we can jury rig? And then throw.
So I think that if you were to use both your flasks to douse the tree, and then I guess douse some sling bullets, light them on fire for, do some hoi poi. Is that what they call that?
Well, like these oil flasks, so that what are they? The flask, is it made out of glass?
Clay.
Clay. Okay, so if we threw it, it would break.
Yeah.
And if we stuffed rags in its opening and lit those rags and threw them like a Molotov cocktail, do we think that would spread, shatter on the tree and spread enough, or would we have to go and dump oil on the tree?
No, Molotov cocktails work perfectly.
Okay.
I do think Pedor needs to switch brands of alcohol to vodka.
No,
We don't run into this issue again where we run out of flasks of oil.
Yeah, that's a good. I'll do it. Yeah, I mean, if I get my hands in something harder than wine, I'm all about it.
Also disinfects wounds. We would have been able to save the Silent Knight's life.
Numbs the pain better.
Yep.
You can hear off in the distance Orntish yelling, "But she's not dead!"
Shit. Okay.
Wizards.
All right. So, what is the range increment of throwing? The range increment. So this is short range. The farthest of short range.
Oh,
I just don't want to miss.
Throwing is going to be 20, 40, 60.
We can walk over to here.
Okay, that's 20. Still 25. Is that what if I got like sort of in the stream?
Sure, you can do it from ankle. Actually, that'd probably be safer for you because if you caught yourself on fire, you could just jump in.
Okay, yeah, and well, I have my ring of fire resistance anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so are we still? Is this a safe distance away from the branches and things?
Yeah.
Is it going into the water?
No. It's just taking root into the shore, but yeah, it's not really going beyond the water.
Okay. I guess we'll just kind of stand here and huck flaming oil at it.
All right, here I go. 3, 2, 1, 0. Throw. I got an 11.
That's pretty good.
No, it's not.
Oh, I mean, it's a tree.
how
It's
high-
not moving around.
Yeah. It's big and it's not moving. I think while they're getting that set up, I'm going to look at for signs of mushrooms and wildlife and assess what kind of plants are here.
Give me a wisdom check.
All right. Let's see.
When you decide, let me know how Pedor did, because I have my flask ready to go.
Wait, what does it mean?
Well, I mean, I thought you guys were both going to throw yours. Like, that's what makes
I
this
was
possible.
being stingy. If his worked, I wasn't going to do it. Also, I'm not a very good shot.
Okay. And what is your wisdom?
14.
Okay. You were able to find some berries, but they're not psychedelic. but there's some
Okay.
berries. They're
Does
just
this woodland seem?
they're in season though.
Yeah, nice, tasty.
Yeah.
Does this forest seem sick, or just?
The forest seems more quiet than normal, and you can't help but feel it's like just looking at the blight tree and how its roots start resembling skulls, the twisted acacia, the warped twisted acacia looking. There's just something very unsettling about, and also the faint whispering that comes from it. But yeah, after so yeah, you both throw. It does take it a bit of a while because only one of them hit to start catching on fire. It lets out a scream. Everybody make a save versus spell.
Oh.
No.
No.
Bells, rods, and staves.
Yep.
Okay, when I try and roll with my. Oh wait, hold on. Does the wisdom modifier apply?
It should, yeah.
I don't. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Submit.
So wisdom
What
14
is
is a
threshold modifier?
Oh, threshold is 0.
0. Okay.
Okay, fail.
Fail. Oh.
So I get a +1 magic save because I'm wisdom 14.
Yep.
Oh wait. I don't know if. So I don't know if it when I rolled that.
Oh Jesus.
Okay.
We all fail?
Yep.
I got a 1. Well, the 2
Perfect.
critical. I rolled a 1.
So all of you take 1 point of damage,
Okay, that's bad.
How
and
many of us are dead?
no, none of you are dead, but you all take a point of damage, and black ichor leaks from your ears as the deafening screams.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
And while that's going on, you are unable to hear the return
of the king.
of the king.
Oh my
So
God.
I'm going to assume, because you were looking through the bushes, I'm going to put you over there, Ficus. But the rest of you are where you were when you threw those things. And yeah, you see one wing and a skeleton looks over towards the tree, and then looks over towards you, Ficus, points a spear and screams, and the other skeletons take charge, and all of them start running. Well, they're about to start their advance. Everybody roll initiative.
Okay. Everybody or just one person?
Oh yeah, one person. Wait, so Guilford has rolled initiative. Hallie has rolled initiative. Pedor.
Pedor's the only one that hasn't. See if you can beat that D20 roll with a D6.
It might be hard.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's in combat. There it is.
Five.
You go first.
A run.
Is that your plan?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first hex is going to take 2 movements. So 10 feet of movement rather than 5 feet of movement. But then after that, it's normal movement, as long as you avoid any vegetation.
Okay, so that first hex that was 10 feet.
Yeah. It's effectively like you stepping on the sloping, crumbling shore.
Yeah. Okay, so I can move. Let's see. In combat, 40 feet. Is that
Yep.
correct? Okay, so 30.
And I don't know if you want to communicate with your teammates, but I would definitely let you scream something as you're running away.
I'm gonna scream, "Run away!"
Okay. Yeah, okay. Hopefully they get the message.
Yeah.
I'll put that invisibility ring on and also run away.
And Guilford, you are following suit?
I am.
Stay and fight if you want.
I mean, I kind of want to shoot one on my way out.
You can move your normal movement rate and still get an action.
Okay, so that was 20, right? Oh wait, was that 20 or
You get 40 feet
how many
up.
hexes up the side?
So one of those hexes was a double movement, so that would have been you get to
Okay,
move
so
8 hexes, so it would have been 1,
10,
2.
15, 20, 25, 30. Let's see. Can I even see them? Okay, I was here. So that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And now I think I can see one of them. Is this under the tree?
This guy. And you can
Oh,
see
the guy
that.
next to him too.
Looks like you can see the king.
Well, there's a tree here, so I don't know where.
Well.
I would say that you could hit this one without complication.
I will go for the one I can hit without complications then.
Okay. That's at medium range, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and give me a roll.
Oh, that wasn't very good.
Still a hit.
So that's with all my bonuses.
Oh, that is with all your bonus. Oh, then that's a miss.
Yep. Actually, I don't know why it added them twice. Oh, I get it. I'm not supposed to put this in, it adds it automatically. So yeah, that's actually lower than I rolled, or higher than I rolled.
Ah.
So they make a mad
If
dash.
I had
Roll initiative. I guess anyone can roll initiative now that all 3 of you have.
doing it.
Anybody have a bonus?
Everybody has the same bonus. It does not matter who rolls.
So that's a 4. And you go first.
All right. Well, I guess if I can, if shooting doesn't affect moving, then I'll shoot one and haul ass. And I mean,
Well,
I get off
actu-
the map. I think.
So actually, this is what I'll say. If you guys don't attack, I'll let you escape the pursuit. But if you guys stay in attack and try and move, then there's a potential of them pursuing you.
I would want to just escape. So I don't know what that big skeleton can do. So I would just want to run away.
I guess I guess so Ficus just turns and runs.
Okay.
What do you two do with that information?
I guess I'm not going to fight him by
Same thing.
myself.
Ficus makes a great
Yeah.
point.
I will take off.
Okay. So yeah, you guys make a mad dash before they can close in too much. You get like on one side of the foliage and just make a dash for flat ground. And by the time the skeletons like climb over that side of the wilderness, you guys are long gone. You're like a football field away and just running, panting. You can taste copper. You're just running that hard. And you eventually get back. I'll say you get back to the ruins. We'll take you to the overworld map. Because that's kind of like, where you guys came from. You kind of came from the one side of the ruins, the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
And so, you run back up north, and and once you see the road, you feel a bit safer.
Well, we destroyed a blight tree.
Well, can we see any like smoke?
Oh
from
yeah,
where
oh yeah.
So
I
we
think
gotta-
we should go try and talk to the I don't know if she was like a captain or whoever that knight that was in charge at the barricade. And maybe she knows a little bit more about the types of undead that are out there.
Oh, we've encountered the skeleton bosses before.
They're not so bad. I killed 2 of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we could I don't know, what do you guys want to do? We could try and see if a couple of their soldiers will come with us and finish them off, or we could go back to
Oh, we can't be
camp.
out here after dark.
It can't be that late in the day. What time it is?
Yeah, no, it's before lunch.
Okay.
Though it is like nearing 3 hours, and this is usually when I end the stream. So getting into another point of combat is definitely out of the question. But maybe one more point of interest, if you guys
Okay.
wanted to visit one
Yeah.
more location.
Yeah, my vote is either try to convince the captain to do something, or go to another slightly safer hex of forest and look for more mushrooms.
Okay, do we want to go to this one?
Okay.
It is literally the closest.
Is it any safer though? Is everything
Well, it's not
behind
next to a
this
blight
barricade?
tree.
Okay. Well, let's check it out.
I wonder what's become of these 3 towns, though.
We're probably fine. Is that 3 towns or just one big town?
No, those are 3 very small villages.
Okay.
And you can see that above all those towns, the standard that is raised is a river flowing over a rock.
So that's the Vargas
River Cobb.
River Cobb.
You're in the quad.
Whoa.
So you're looking through the forest. You actually can see on this hex over here, there are some Chevelle de Frise. But also you can tell up here, looking at the lake, you guys are on the forest,
Yep.
looking down at this lake that's, kind of what do you call it? Not a tributary, but the opposite. Anyways, basically where the rivers meet and overflow. Confluence. Thank you. There looks to be a dam that is broken, and it is creating a marsh on this road. And you notice past the Chevelle de Frise, on the muddy road, there's a bunch of like skeletons, kind of like some are waist deep, one's got a shin, and they're trying to walk towards the town, but they're like sunk. One's trying to crawl out.
Is that Chevelle de Frise, that wall, is that like here, basically blocking, like protecting the town?
Yes. But it looks like some skeletons are slowly crawling over the muddy ground and past the Chevelle de Frise.
Oh no.
Looks like someone needs to do their job.
Yeah.
Sucks for those towns. Let's check out this forest.
Well, maybe we should go alert the. I think after seeing that we should go alert the captain of what's happening.
Yeah,
How
we
far
should probably
apart
do
are
that
we?
thing.
Okay.
So the banner is also raised of this patrol camp. And you can also see on this high mountain or hill, this high hill over here, is another patrol camp. They both have a river flowing over a rock. This patrol camp, however, has a jeweled chalice pouring water over a rose bush.
So I guess the towns have that river flowing over a rock banner, and so do those camps.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe we should go to the. I mean, they can probably see it. Like, can they see it?
See the
Like,
skeletons?
logically, would the people at that patrol camp, like from their position, would it make sense that they could also see the skeletons, or are we uniquely positioned?
Well, they do have that forest that they got to look around, and also it's, it's kind of dependent on like how many people are at that patrol camp. The patrol camp could be empty.
Yeah.
He did lose. You do know that River Cobb lost a garrison in all this.
Well, let's go warn them.
Okay.
Warn the
good.
town or warn the camp?
The
I don't
barricade
know
patrol?
what makes.
Maybe the town, because it's closest.
Which direction are the skeletons going? Towards the town or the barricade?
They're going northward towards the town.
Okay, we'll warn the town.
Yeah, in exchange for mushrooms.
Right. And vodka.
And whatever this is, vodka a thing that we know about in this world? Is this
Yes,
Russia?
potato liquor is totally a thing.
Okay. In exchange for magical mushrooms and potato liquor, we have vital information about the safety of your town. Look over there.
Look yonder at the skeleton swamp.
Okay, so as you're walking up to this town, there's a road sign that says Ormkirk, points to here. You notice, so unlike the other towns, Maurice's Reach has a wooden fence about 10 feet tall that kind of goes around into a C shape, but it doesn't have a gate. Berry Pont has a wooden fence that's about 10 feet around, but it actually has a moving working gate to keep people in and keep people out.
I wonder out loud, like, why they have a gate if it doesn't work, or a fence.
It worked at one point.
Well, oh, I think Hallie.
Yeah, she did say she had a lousy connection.
Oh no. Hopefully she.
Oh, did we lose Holly?
Yeah, I think so.
It comes and goes.
Okay. I guess to continue the thought, here on Ormkirk, there is like a chest high stone wall, or stone brick wall, and it's just like cobbled stones kind of piled together to make this chest high wall, and that's all they've got. And the chest high wall again is like Maurice's Reach, where it's just a sea around the village, as opposed to like actual enclosure.
I mean,
An ocean.
that'll probably stop a skeleton.
Yeah, but we should still try to
Right.
get goodies from them in exchange for that information.
Yes.
So
The
Ormkirk has
skeletons might.
a few cabins around the area, but then this is kind of the central hub. It's just a big farmer's co-op kind of building, farmstead. Just right here where everybody kind of eats and sleeps. And there's some fields. Here's some stables. There are people working out in the fields. You can't quite see what's going on inside the farmstead, but you do see people popping in and out of there. You know, the door's right here. You guys are approaching from the south.
Okay. I slap Guilford on the shoulder, on the arm, and say, do your talking. Go find tell them that we have important information about their safety, but we want
Right.
vodka and mushrooms.
I will approach the nearest townsfolk.
So that would be someone working in the fields, per se.
I say, no, go find somebody important.
This woman looks terribly important.
Yes, farming is very important, yes.
Yes. Ma'am, you look like you are in charge here.
Yeah.
I have vital information, but first we need important supplies. Do you have mushrooms that Ficus here will delineate specifically, and a particular type of liquor extracted from potatoes or tubers of any sort?
Okay. That seems like a pretty long list of stuff.
It's just two things.
It's really important for the safety of your town.
Yes, we need them.
You need liquor and mushrooms for the safety of our town.
No, the information is for the... Guilford, you talk.
I have. Yes. It's part of a vital plan that will protect your town from the oncoming horde of skeletons.
Oh,
Quick,
wait.
Shep, there's no time.
Guilford, you just gave...
But the
There's
barrier,
no time. Where's the vodka?
the barrier will hold. We broke the floodgates. We've turned the road into mush. There's no way they can cross it.
I push in front of Guilford and I say, look, we have more information. There's more. But first, give us your vodka and your magical mushrooms, please.
Okay, so I guess give me a charisma check.
Okay. I guess I don't have a bonus. My charisma is 11, right? And so...
That's good. Right?
Yep. That's good. She is like, okay, fine. Best I can do is a loaf of bread and some wine.
Listen, that sounds fine to me.
I guess
asked her-
okay.
It's not fine with Pedor. I say, well, okay, no, okay, then who is the person in town who has better things than you have? We'll talk to them.
I guess you want to talk with the guild master.
Yes, Guildmaster. Thank you. Where is he?
He's in the farmer's hall.
Okay, let's go.
Points to the big building.
Thank you, farmer.
Yes.
I go towards
So
that little...
I need to kick open both doors at the same time and burst in. And preferably if there's wind blowing, I at the time that I kicked the doors open.
The wind is blowing to the east.
That's no good. Could you guys stand behind me and just puff?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm ready. Enter
Okay.
the farmer's hall.
I blow.
I'll do the kicking.
GM.
Many skeletons were like still making it across.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
here to warn them, but we haven't gotten paid yet.
Yeah. Haven't heard a response from.
Oh,
GM.
sorry. My mic was off.
Oh.
So you
Okay.
kick open the door,
Okay.
and it causes a stir. There's one guy with a silver horseshoe hair. He's got silver goatee. He's a tall, skinny man, probably in his late 50s, early 60s. He wears a tunic, puffy trousers with tall leather boots. He's wearing these glasses, and he was looking at papers. But when you kicked open the door, like he's visibly shaken. He looks right up at you, drops what he's reading, throws his glasses down on the table, puts both hands on the table, stands up, and he goes, "Sir, what business do you have bursting through here like that?"
I am Guilford the Grand, and I am desperate need of vodka and mushrooms. Your town is in terrible danger, and only through machinations beyond your comprehension and with these two items can I save you all.
Yeah, give me a charisma check and give yourself a +2 modifier.
Okay. I actually don't have charisma.
Well, just roll the charisma. So what is your normal charisma score?
9.
Okay, so you're trying to get an 11 or lower on a D20.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, there we go.
He kind of, okay, yes. He looks around and goes, Fred, get that jar up there, and Marcy, grab that sack over there, and give it to this gentleman over here.
All right. I will pass on the items to Pedor. Get to work on the plan.
Rub my
We
hands.
have the items.
Okay.
And then I turn to him and say, the skeletons have figured out how to cross your marsh. They're on their way, and I fear that they have climbing equipment to breach your wall with.
Better go check it out. And I walk away.
But we've broken the floodgates. We've damaged our irrigation just so we could keep the undead at bay. You're saying that they're still coming?
Your brave efforts have slowed them down, and it is why you are still breathing, good sir. But alas, they persist.
Listen, they're not that strong. If you guys just chuck a bunch of rocks at them, they'll die.
Yeah, I come back a little bit and I say, yeah, actually that's true. You see us three, the three of us, we just killed like 8 of them.
13.
Okay, 13. Yeah, so just don't freak out and like run off to some other village. Just like form a line, throw rocks.
You've got to use your toes sometimes to count, Pedor.
Okay, I'm missing 3 of them, so that doesn't work with me anymore. Ever since that encounter with the bull,
Ooh, yes,
listen.
remember that.
I say, just villagers, just throw with the same gusto that you threw those glasses on the ground, throw rocks at the skeletons. That's all. That was free advice. Gosh, should have charged for that.
Okay. Yeah, he's like, I will let the Lord Protectorate know and start planning on stemming the undead from getting any further into the quad. How is the Western Front holding up? Do you know?
All quiet on the Western Front.
Oh my God!
Wait, actually, where is the West?
You
back
guys
to the-
actually, passed through the Western Front.
Oh.
That's where that barricade is.
Yeah, that one. It's great.
Oh, that's what I said.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's okay. Well, it looks like I have my work cut out for me. I will bid you all adieu. As you can understand, I've got some things to take care of.
Let's get out of here with our potato booze before he realizes we didn't actually do anything.
Yeah.
We did the job that their scouts should be doing. Okay. Hey, and he also gave us. He said you gave us the vodka, but he
The
does.
sack. You
The
should
sack
check
has
what's in the sack.
the sack has some mushrooms in it. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
hand them to Ficus. Can you identify them?
They're chanterelles.
Chanterelle.
Oh,
But
that's
that.
valuable.
Yeah. We're
Okay.
eating good in camp tonight.
Well, it's not what we were looking for.
It's what we got for free.
I guess so.
Okay, and we will end it there. You guys make it back home, probably after lunch.
Well, we snack on the chanterelles on the way.
And I assume you guys all share your story with the rest of the camp.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At every opportunity, even if they don't want to hear it.
Yeah, Zonrot and Orntish, when you Ficus mentioned that you saw runes on the ground, Zonrot and Orntish are like, did the runes look like this? And yeah, they hold up. They hold up. Now, I guess Brian and James, you would be in the know. Zonrot and Orntish were the ones that figured out that those were necromantic runes. And when they show you some of the symbols, Ficus, you immediately recognize them. That's what was written on the floor, on the ground.
Wait, where
Yeah.
was this written on the ground?
Oh,
Where the tree grew from.
Oh, okay.
There were two cultists on that little piece of rock,
Yeah.
and they were standing on those runes, and then one of them stabbed the other one in the face consensually, and the tree grew.
Well, as long as it was consensual. And two adults.
Just two adults doing ritual necromantic sacrifice.
it's consensual necromancy.
It was. He was even like, "You ready, bro?" Like, no.
I mean, the rest of us didn't consent to that tree being there, but the stabbing part.
Yeah,
It was
but,
all
I
over
mean,
for
we
it.
expressed our lack of consent, and the problem was solved.
Yeah. I want extra village points for having burnt that tree down.
Well, actually, Peter, you're starting to get. Yeah, I mean, your reputation isn't anywhere near Brock Half Giant, Robert Shieldheart, or Stickbeard. But, oh yeah, you also caught that lady soldier on a horse. She was like, "Oh, tell Lord Stickbeard, you
Boy.
Stickboard, Lord Stickbeard, that he has our gratitude." So, somewhere along the lines, Stickbeard has assumed lord of the vagabonds of the North Shore.
Weird.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys for playing.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for
Super fun.
running the game. I hope my coughing wasn't too bad.
No, wasn't too bad.
Nah.
And thank you all, chat, for watching. If you wanted to keep up on all serious industry streams, the best way to do that is to give this channel a follow. You can also get us on social media. We have Discord, Facebook, Twitter. There's also the website, shatteredempire.net. Shattered Empire is a post-apocalyptic interstellar synthwave fuel tabletop RPG. If you go to the website right now, it's got everything you need to make a character. And if you're crafty enough, GM, you might be able to make your own campaign. So check out shatteredempire.net. And we will be back day after tomorrow for some more Hexcrawl adventures. So until then, this is Abacus Fish, signing off.